as I said, my name is Ross Woodlake, and I am the chair of the Manitoba Basketball Hall of Fame and Museum. And it's my honor today to make the official announcement of our 2017 inductees. Some are in attendance today, some do not live in Winnipeg, so we'll hear about them as we go through them. Before we begin, just a couple of things I'd like to mention. Number one, how proud we are of our Basketball Hall of Fame and Museum, which you see directly behind me. Manitoba is still the only province in Canada that has a permanent home for a Basketball Hall of Fame. We're very, very lucky to do that. In fact, there is no National Basketball Hall of Fame even in Canada. So this is the only one. And when all of the executive directors of basketball were here last year, we brought them here, and they all were very envious the fact that we have this site. So we're very lucky, and because of that, we need to give a lot of thanks specifically to the people here at the University of Winnipeg who dedicate this space for us. And I could mention specific people like Dave Crook, the athletic director, Tom Nicholson, who was around here, where he went, I don't know, the assistant AD, Dean Melvey, Chino Argueta, and Jonathan and Darcel are people who are working with us this morning to help us with this event. So we're very lucky to have those people at the University of Winnipeg as partners with us. I'd also like to make mention of Basketball Manitoba, which the Hall of Fame is a member of and or is affiliated with for sure, and specifically Adam Wedlake, Executive Director, Dan Becker, the Technical Director, and Ian Dickey, the Program Coordinator, who give us a lot of support through Basketball Manitoba, and we're very happy to, and they're all here today too. I'd also like to mention the members of our committee. This is not a one-person show by any means, and the members of our organizing committee, and many of them are here, you could just kind of wave at me or at the people if they want to see who you are. Vic Pruden, who many of you know. Janet McMahon is our treasurer. Mrs. Jerry Olchina and Mr. Jerry Olchina, both are here. Irv Hannock, Morris Glimcher, Ken Apolko, Carol Plain Hosegood, Jerry Hemmings, and Wes Krimble. Many of those people, as I said, are here today, and they get a lot of credit for the work that goes on behind me here too. A couple of other people I'd like to mention. Where is he hiding? Where's Brian? Where is he? He ran away. Oh, there he is. Brian Matichuk, who is Lemark Graphics, or Professional Printing Solutions. Is that the official title? They're on Burnett, and they have done a lot of work. And one of the things that's new in here today, when you get a moment, go in and take a look, is we have a new exhibit of posters and programs ranging from back in the 1940s all the way to this century. Try to represent the glorious history of basketball in Manitoba with some captions for each one. They have all been reproduced and mounted on foam core and are up there in the Hall of Fame for you, and we have rotating exhibits like that. So we're proud to kind of announce that today also. The main reason we're here, of course, today is to recognize and first of all announce our 2017 Basketball Hall of Fame inductees. This is a selection process happens with a group's selection committee, and today is the official announcement. The actual induction dinner will take place on Saturday, September the 30th at the Victoria Inn here in Winnipeg. And we're hoping to set another attendance record. 2 years ago, and we only do this every second year, 2 years ago we had 272 people in attendance. We're going for more than that this year. So we'll be working hard to get the people there, and it's becoming and has become a major event in our basketball community. And so we're hoping that all those groups that are out there will be represented. So let's get right to the official announcement of the people who are being inducted. And those that are here are representatives of them. I'd ask that they come forward and just stand over here, and we'll see who you are. First of all, we have two players that will be inducted in September in the player category. The first one is someone who maybe a lot of you don't know. His name is John Cook. Now, John Cook played here in Winnipeg in 64 to 67. That's 1964 to 67, for anybody who's wondering. John was as good as there was in those days. Take my word for it. I was one of the few maybe who did see him play. He was a two-time league scoring champion, and he played for the old St. Andrews Dunlops in the senior men's league. And in those days, senior men's basketball was as good as there was. And there was a competitive league, and they went on to national championships. So it was a very competitive league, and John was, as it says in the release, he scored 49 points in one game, and that of course was before the advent of the three-point line. He also was a member of Canada's national team for the Pan American Games, which are held right here in Winnipeg in 1967. So we'll be proud to honor John in September. And John lives in Victoria now. I've spoken to him a number of times. He may even be watching on the webcast that Adam has going here. So he says he will be here in September to be honored, and we'll be happy to have him. The second member of our player category is Deb Steele-Kretschmer. Now, Deb played here as Debbie Steele at the University of Winnipeg in 1977 to 80. She was a CIU or CIS All-Canadian in 1980, a two-time GPAC All-Star, set numerous Westman records, and was a member of the Canadian national women's team from 1976 to 1980. Deb lives in Edmonton, and again, she, I think, is watching. If she is, hi, Deb. She will be here in September also. So those are the two players that will be being inducted into our Hall of Fame. We have 4 in the builder category, and just for those of you who don't know, builders are people who have contributed in many ways to basketball, whether it be through coaching, administration, some of them are even media people, referees, officials. It's a wide category, but somebody basically who has made the game better for their involvement in it. And we have 4 that are being inducted in September. The first one is Dennis Elvested. Dennis was the head coach of the Dakota Lancers varsity girls team from 75 to 86, and during that time they won 4 4A provincial championships. He was also a basketball official and a regular clinician, and was involved in various other initiatives in the basketball community. Unfortunately, Dennis passed away in 2013, but representing him here today is his widow, Betty Butler, and I believe it's her sister, Margaret. So I'd ask them to come forward just so we can see what they look like. Come on up here. I'm lonely up here anyways. The second person that will be inducted in the builder category is Mike Hill. And Mike has been coaching in Manitoba for many, many years. He coached for 23 years at Massey Brandon High School. And during that time, as the co-coach with Stu Farnell, who many of you know here in this crowd, they won 3 4A provincial championships. He's coached 12 years at Neelan High School, where they won 6 provincial championships. He's also been an assistant at both Brandon University and the Manitoba Bison Women's Program. He was a 5-time provincial coach of the year and also won the Mike Spack Award. So Michael is right now, I believe, in England traveling, but I've spoken to him and he will be here in October, and representing him here today is his sister, and his sister's name is Susan Stewart. So I would ask Susan to come forward. The third member in our builder category is someone who has coached a long time in Winnipeg, and is special to be recognized because so much of his work was done at the junior high level, which sometimes gets overlooked, and that is Larry Marquitson. Larry coached for over 35 years at Sergeant Park Junior High School, Sisler and Earl Grey. He had initiated, as it says there, a developmental league, and he also was a founding member of the Winnipeg Invitational Tournament. He was the Mike Spack Award winner in 2012, and has also coached many junior and senior girls champions, as well being a provincial coach of the year. Larry Marquitson. All I told them that they had to do was come up and look pretty. Aren't they doing a good job? Now our fourth member in the builder category is someone that many of you know very well. Who've been around Manitoba for a while in basketball, and that's Wayne Ruff. Wayne has coached at numerous schools, as it said, Elmwood, Glenlawn, John Taylor, Varennes, Minnetonka, George McDowell, both at the University of Manitoba and University of Winnipeg. He coached 2 provincial champions with the Glenlawn girls, and is a founding member of the John Taylor Piper Classic and the Golden Boy, which is now the Westman Classic. As an administrator, he led to the development of some strong high school programs because of his commitment to hiring good, qualified teacher coaches. And that is Wayne Ruff. These people will get a chance to speak in our September, but right now they just have to stand there and look pretty, as we said. We have two teams or groups of teams that will be being inducted in September. The first one is the Team Manitoba 19U Women's Provincial Team, who were 1991 provincial champions. And this is, of course, during the summer where we have provincial teams that run, and they won it right here in Winnipeg, as a matter of fact. And we have two representatives of the team here today. First of all, Coach Doug McGregor, who also, the other coach was Brian Kornberger and Dale Bradshaw. They will be there in September, hopefully. But Doug McGregor and also one of the players, we knew her as Larissa Waschik. Now she's Larissa Enns. So come forward, please. This is the 19U Women's Provincial Team, gold medal winners and national champions. And lastly, but not leastly, we have three Vincent Massey Trojan teams that will be being recognized. They were all 4A provincial champions, and of course they were coached by someone who has already been inducted into our Hall of Fame as a builder, Coach Dave McNabb, and he is here today and he will come forward. And I believe Mark Cox is also with him, who is a coach on all three of those teams too, as well as Arlene Adam, who played on at least two of those teams, I believe. Arlene, two? Two, that's right. And that's right, well, Dave was good at fudging some of the figures, maybe, I don't know. But this is our 2017 Manitoba Basketball Hall of Fame class. And let's honor them, please. As I said, they will all have an opportunity to speak on September the 30th. For any of the media that are here, I have emails and phone numbers for any of the people that aren't here. If you would like them, I could share them with you. And these people will be available for you to talk to, and any pictures you want to be taken could be taken in front of or in the Basketball Hall of Fame. My timing is good for once in my life. I want this marked down. The pizza is arriving, and you are more than welcome to help yourself and enjoy the camaraderie around here. So hopefully we'll see you. Tickets will be available very soon. The dinner, as we said, is Saturday, September the 30th at the Victoria Inn, and we will have those available very soon through Basketball Manitoba. Oh yes, one other thing, I'm glad I'm being prompted here, that I want to promote because it's very important to us. As you know, Basketball Manitoba, hopefully you know, now has its own license plate. And you can see they're not that big, so you don't have to have a big car. That's the one, that's the model that we're using, and we're trying to promote that. All of the money that's raised through that goes to our Basketball for Life Fund, which supports kids on our provincial teams that maybe financially have difficulty in paying for the teams. Here is license plate number 1, which is going to be hung here in our Hall of Fame as a record of this license plate. And as I said, you can get these through Basketball Manitoba, and also there are brochures over here that you can take that gives you all the details of how to acquire your own. I have mine now. Irv would know what number it is. There you got it, 24. That was my number when I played. Apolko has one. What number? 5-2. There you go, his number when he played. So there are still available if you want specific numbers. Some are still available. But they may not. But you can also just take one. And I've seen quite a few of them. I think we've got over almost 300 now, 400 out there. So, and that's only been in about a month. So we're doing well. So please consider getting one of those too, to show your pride in the game of basketball here in Manitoba. So thank you again for coming. Please feel free to stay and enjoy the pizza. And if any questions of me, I'll be happy to answer them. Hope to see you on September the 30th. Thank you. I should have mentioned there's two other people here that are important to me. Two of our granddaughters are here. Addie and Aubrey. Wave to me. Yay.